I have with me the Industry Minister from the province of Ontario in Canada to talk about several issues since he's in India at the moment, and Canada at the national level has also unveiled the Indo-Pacific strategy. Victor Fedeli, many thanks for speaking with NDTV. My first question is with regards to the larger strategy, the Indo-Pacific strategy that has been unveiled by Canada. Specifically, if we talk about the issue of visas, it has been specifically mentioned that more money will be pumped into facilitation in New Delhi and in Chandigarh. Since Ontario has the largest, in a sense, the chunk of population in Canada, a sizable amount of Indian population, Indian origin population as well. How do you see this strategy specifically targeting a very specific issue of visas, which has been a problem?
Well, first of all, thank you, Maha, for having me here today. I can tell you that there are 900,000 people of Indian origin who live in the province of Ontario, plus 75,000 students come every year to Ontario for their education. So we are targeting India as a great source of immigration for Ontario. We have 380,000 unfilled jobs, mostly because immigration was closed for the last couple of years through the pandemic. So we are very encouraged by the news that we are going to be accepting 500,000 new immigrants into the province of Ontario. And we received news just last week that we can now target in Ontario employment immigration at about 100,000. So we're very excited.
Talking about employment, Ontario also is in some sense an IT hub. There are lots of professionals who are moving from India constantly. Mobility is, an important issue when it comes to improving those ties as well. Again, the issue of visas comes in there as well. Do you think this facilitation of mobility in other ways as well, not just visas, will be improved, and how do you expect to do it?
Well, we've seen a lot of Indian companies opening facilities in Toronto. We have HCL with 500 employees in Mississauga, Infosys with 500 employees in Mississauga. Tata Consultancy Services just announced 5,000 new positions across Canada, mostly in Toronto. So we have an immigrant nominee program in the province of Ontario. We're pulling every lever that we can to get immigrants into Toronto from India as quickly and as easily as possible, and we'll just continue to use every possible way.
Since you're in India, what are the sectors that you're looking at as far as investments are concerned, both ways?
It's really interesting that we have so much in common with India. Our three sectors that we're looking at happen to be the same three sectors India is interested in. Of course, life sciences, tech, and advanced manufacturing. In the life sciences sector, there's no world leader like India when it comes to the creation of vaccines, and we thank India for what they did during COVID-19 in terms of world production of vaccines. We have a lot of different medical production in Ontario, medical devices, as well as a company like a Sanofi that is producing a flu vaccine in Ontario. So we're pushing on the life sciences. The tech side, we are the #2 tech cluster in all of North America behind Silicon Valley. We're also, in advanced manufacturing, the #2 automaker in North America behind Michigan. So when you take the automaking and the tech cluster and put them together, that's the vehicles of the future, or more like computers on wheels. Being the #2 in both those sectors is very advantageous, and we're here in India to look for any kind of companies that want to be part of that growth.
So far, what are the conversations that you've had, and are there any specific areas of investment which you've already managed to see?
Well, I know when we were here in 2019, which was the last time we were here in person, we've done virtual conferences since 2020 and 2021, and that's how we were able to land Tata, HCL, I should say, Infosys. So this time around, we're meeting with several companies, and we hope to land one or two as well. But we also see great opportunity for Ontario companies to invest here in India. Brookfield, Fairfax, our pension funds, they're all investing heavily in India. So it's not a one-way street. It's been a very equal and very warm relationship between the two jurisdictions.
So during the period of the pandemic, there was a slight dip in the trade between the two countries, which was progressively increasing before that. So after this post-pandemic period, are we looking at a jump again?
Well, we hope to. Certainly my boss, Premier Ford, hopes to. He's a numbers guy and follows all of our metrics around the world. So we're pushing very hard. The electric vehicle revolution is going to really change a lot of things, and so we're here to look for any opportunities that India can be part of research and development. You know, we are very mineral rich in Ontario, but those minerals aren't going to leave the province to be worked on. They're going to be converted from lithium to lithium hydroxide in the province. So we're looking at companies that want to invest in the future of electric vehicle in Ontario because we happen to have we happen to have the minerals, we want the processing, and we make the cars there.
My final question to you is with regards to certain issues that crop up between the two sides, which can create hurdles in improving the bilateral ties. And one of those issues is with regards to a separatist group called Sikhs for Justice, which has been banned in India, and it recently held a referendum in Canada as well. Now, do you think that this is an issue that needs focus from the Canadian side to push it out of the way? Because it's obviously creating friction in the relationship.
Well, I would say when it comes to the larger geopolitical issues, we leave those, I'm at the provincial level, we leave those completely in the hands of the federal government to guide and direct and to speak.
Victor Fedeli, many thanks for speaking with NDTV.
Thank you, Maha.
This is Maha Siddiqui in Delhi for NDTV.